Calvin and Dr. Tan, who are also experts on our species of discussion, Homo heidelbergensis. Dr. Tan, can you please tell us the time period that the Homo heidelbergensis existed?
From 200,000 to 800,000 million years ago. They fell in the middle of the Pleistocene era.
And where did these species dwell?
They live in a colder climate. They originate in Europe, recently found in Asia and Africa. They live among the Homo erectus, Homo sapiens, Homo florensis, and Neanderthals.
And I heard between each species they developed or evolved into another species. Can you please tell us what the species evolved into?
The species in Europe evolved into Neanderthals. The species in Africa evolves into Homo sapien, and the species in Asia extinct.
And Dr. Calvin is our expert on relative size and description. Can you please tell us the average height of the Homo heidelbergensis?
The average height was 5.5 to 6, and in some places even 7 foot.
7 feet, wow, also almost relative to our size. And from fossil evidence, what cranial descriptions can we get from the species?
They have an extremely broad nose, a thick eyebrow ridge, long sloping frontal bone, and overall massive head.
So you would say they were more robust or slender?
They were definitely robust.
Robust. And being our expert on major features, can you please tell us the relative brain size of this species?
The brain size consists of 1100 to 1400 cc.
So what can anthropologists deduce from the brain size?
They had an increased brain capacity, which allowed for a more complex thinking.
Okay, and we know that body size is key for survival of the species. Can you please tell us the description of the body size?
Their body size was short and compact and small.
So they were more short and compact because they were the first species to live in the colder climate, and this helped them conserve heat.
Yes.
And what kind of locomotor skills did they acquire?
They were bipedal.
Bipedal. And being our expert on diet, Dr. Tan, can you please tell us the key nutrients in their diet?
They eat fruits, vegetables, seeds, nuts, and bird eggs, each in its own season.
They were also the first hunters of large game such as deers, horses, elephants, hippos, and rhinos.
And what evidence do we have that tells us about the diet? How do we know what they ate?
According to the teeth marks on the skeletal remain, it shows that they chew on hard objects.
And I also studied that we know that they ate larger animals from the large animal deposits next to the Homo heidelbergensis sites. On the bones they had teeth marks and butchery marks. And I also heard they were the first to exploit the marine life in Europe. Wow. And from that, what kind of tools and techniques did they have?
They use something called stone art. They use to skin animals. They use axis and leveler techniques for hunting, also referred as Achillean tools.
Achillean tools.
Also had wood spears.
Wood spears too. And the behavior of the species, Dr. Calvin, because you're an expert on it, what did they do with those who had passed away or died?
Well, they were known to have buried their dead and even offered gifts.
So basically funerals like ours. And what kind of unique behaviors did the Homo heidelbergensis have?
Well, they believed in cannibalism. They had their own language, not like ours, more so just sounds and noises.
I also studied that they had social groups where they gathered and ate basically what they caught for their hunting, and it was also used to ward off the enemies in their shelters.
Right.
And can you please tell us about the key living conditions of this grade 1 species?
Well, they invented temporary shelters, they lived in caves and open air sites.
Okay, and about this whole thing of sexual dimorphism, can you please tell us what that was among the species?
The males consist of 5'9", approximately 132 pounds, and the females were 112 pounds, around 5'2".
Basically the same as the human
Yes.
species. And as researchers go, Dr. Tan, can you please, we know that one of the most notable researchers is Dr. Daniel Hartman. What did he discover exactly?
The manner movement.
So it's not the full body, just the jaw?
Yeah.
Wow. And in addition to Hartman, we know there's another accredited anthropolitical scientist who was associated with discovering the Homo heidelbergensis. Who was he?
He's a German scientist named Otto Schoensack.
And what did he discover?
He was the first German describe the specimen and the purpose, the propose the species,
Oh,
and
what's the species?
name Homo heidelbergensis.
So without him, we would have no Homo heidelbergensis. And as far as these major controversies around the subject, can you please tell me some of the major controversies regarding the Homo heidelbergensis? Dr. Tan. Wasn't there like this huge debate between the date and like where they originated and whatnot?
The major controversy was whether or not Homo heidelbergensis was a species.
Mm-hmm.
People say that they are ancestral from modern human and Neanderthals.
Mm-hmm.
Others think that they're strictly European species. The other controversy is about their timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say that they have been around for 800,000 million years ago, and others say that 400,000 million years ago.
Oh wow, so that is debatable. So which one is it for you, Dr. Calvin?
I think it's about 800 million years ago.
And you, Dr. Tan?
I think 400,000
400,000 years ago. Well, that would conclude today's discussion on the Homo heidelbergensis species. And please tune in next week.